Tinsley Anderson is one of the world's most controversial yet idolized contemporary artists of the last 21st century. His work expresses some of his innermost personal emotions, yet he has never explained the meaning behind any of his pieces. Critics have been known to classify Tinsley into the category of refrigerator door art, while others compare him to such painters as Van Gogh and Dali. He has agreed to only one interview in his life. This, ladies and gentlemen, is that interview.
So why do you consider yourself an artist?
Why do I consider myself an artist? Why do you consider yourself a human? Do you breathe?
I do.
Does your heart beat?
It does.
So does mine. Mine beats for art, yours beats for life. Artist, human.
At what age did you start painting?
Roughly around the same age I started, I'd say, walking. Probably I'd have to say 2 years old. But
Really?
my first...
It's amazing.
Yes. I'd almost say I'm in a different world than everyone else. But my first real piece of work, I'd say, was when I was 7 years old and I drew the Great African Lion.
The Great African Lion was one of Tinsley's first paintings that stirred up real controversy for him. What seemed like a masterpiece to Tinsley turned out to be just a piece of trash in everyone else's eyes. But do keep in mind that the Great African Lion was an experimental piece in which Tinsley used his own bodily fluids instead of paint.
Let me tell you something, my son. There's always going to be critics, okay? Can't get rid of them. Need them, but, you know, you don't always have to love them. For my critics, I mean, if they're criticizing me, then I must be doing something right, I have to say. And for the people that don't agree with my works, maybe they just have to open their eyes a little bit.
Now, sir, what are your responses to the critics that have said, quote unquote, that you have the capability and talents of a 4-year-old with crushed hands?
What I say to them...
Yes.
Is I say, show me the talent of a 4-year-old with crushed hands. I get to see any talent out of someone with that.
Exactly my point. Do you think they are comparing you between a 4-year-old with crushed hands?
I think they're trying to put me down.
Trying to put you down?
They can't accept the fact that someone like me is better than them. They live their lives, you know, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, then I'll maybe do that. I've done it, I do it, it's not set for me. You just go with the waves, you don't let the waves hit you. And some people need to get hit by that wave, and some like me, they surf it.
Raised by wild gypsies until the age of 6, Tinsley was a lost soul in a world where he said he had never belonged. Until his artistry emerged, and a painter was born.
Okay! Okay! This one symbolizes your near future. That's what you call the Grinch stole Christmas. You know that's not what I meant. As soon as me and you are together free, I will explain.
You don't love me, you never did.
Don't say that. You know I love you and you know we're gonna get through it. Just every time something like this happens, you go on one of your little rampages, bringing out your inner alligator. I thought that was behind
you. You played with Teddy.
I did not do it, and if I did, what's the big deal? We will talk about this later when we are in private quarters.
Private quarters.
I am through now. Leave me alone.
Your drawings look stupid.
Say it once more. You won't say it once more. I dare you.
Your drawings look stupid. Well, it's true. I'm just being honest. After the first half of our interview, Tinsley decided he would like to show us some of his more recent work to date. It was unique, to say the least.
This here is one of my first pieces of work I did. It was a bit of a dull day, so when you have a dull day, you need a little bit of green to just spruce it up, and I put that in with the painting in the bag. His face is supposed to not bring cheer, but to bring sorrow and sadness, to let you know that life isn't a game. People say, oh, it looks awfully like a clown, Tinsley, and I say, a clown. If you look closer, I see a deep pit. Not a deep pit of hell, but a deep pit of grimps and fear inflicted into the deep and dark, mysterious eyes there. This one here reminds me of a little girl I once went to grade school with. I don't know why, just maybe the freckles I had imagined on her face just made it resemble. This one was after a night where I was not in the right state. I had a lot of glass of Chardonnay. This one here is another black and grey one. The people that have seen this one say it almost resembles a child in fear or confusion of what to expect in life, but I think we're all a little bit confused. If you can't see darkness in this photo, you better open your eyes because they might be dark yourself. They say if you look too long, you'll become in a trance. I don't believe that. They say my work is utterly disturbing. I tend to disagree. People have loved this work and they have offered me money, but not into politics. Do not sell my work. I do this for my heart and for my soul and for my pride. And she does not have a name, but sometimes she does, and if she likes you, she will tell you. If you stay, you can maybe hear her.
I have here that you have been stated in the press before that you consider yourself, quote-unquote, the second coming of Christ, but with a paintbrush. Is this true?
That's absolutely right.
Why do you consider yourself the second coming of Christ?
I think when you see my artwork, your question will be answered.
Is that all?
No. You see everyday people, right?
Yes.
Right? You see... How many people look like me? And how many people look like Jesus Christ? Lots of people, right?
I suppose.
Lots
Yes.
of people. Christ is not one looking like him. Why would he want to do that? He'd still be here walking here today. I'm in a different form, and I come to you with a different form of life and in a whole different world.
Whether or not Tinsley is the second coming of Jesus is for you to decide. But one thing is for sure. Tinsley, no matter what the press may throw at him, is still a visionary artist, pushing the boundaries with each painting he produces. You can love him, or you can hate him. But the truth is, Tinsley Anderson is here to stay. And as long as he is still alive, he will keep testing that one question that's always on his mind. What is true art?